Let's go and see the doctor. That's going to make Cookie better.
Many of the hardest-to-treat pets in Britain
Right, it's hedgehog time.
are brought to one extraordinary practice, run by the man known as the Bionic Vet, Professor Noel Fitzpatrick.
What we're going to do has never been done before, ever.
He performs some of the most advanced procedures ever attempted.
It's the smallest total hip replacement in the world today. This is a textbook result. It's not even in the textbook.
As the lives of his patients and their families hang in the balance,
I've never seen an infection take hold this quick ever in my life, actually.
Noel continues to find new ways to give them a chance.
Of course, we don't know if it'll work.
That dog is the only thing that even makes me carry on.
Offering hope against all the odds.
She wants to say, hi, this is my new bionic leg.
It's just a miracle.
Morning.
It's the start of another busy day at Fitzpatrick Referrals.
Hello, Munchkin.
Yeah, hello, gorgeous. You're so beautiful.
Booked in to see Noel this morning is Jen and her 2-year-old German Shepherd.
Storm, isn't it? Yeah, take a seat, all right.
Storm's booked in for an operation on his right elbow.
Come on, darling, settle down.
He was born with a severely deformed joint.
Just short of 2 weeks after we got him, he was chasing our other puppy, landed awkwardly and then started screaming. Got into the vet, and that's when they found he's got elbow dysplasia really badly. He has no concept of how bad that leg is. He wants to run all the time, and he can't. He's got no idea what it's like not to be in pain. And he's such a happy soul.
At home, Jen's husband and her dogs have seen her through many difficult times.
Oh, I hit the spot, didn't it? 11 years ago, I had a cerebral aneurysm. It was so severe that I was paralysed and they had to operate. But that left me with a lot of residual problems.
You're loving all this, aren't you, mate? Eh?
If it wasn't for the dogs, I wouldn't get up every day and get out. And I definitely wouldn't be as positive as I am. There's just something very special about how Storm deals with the trauma to his leg. He does take it all in his stride. He loves every single moment of every single day. I hope that Noel will just be able to give him his life back. All right.
Storm's surgery is being funded by a charity for German Shepherds, and Brenda, one of their staff, has come along for moral support.
I can't thank you enough, Brenda. It's just so kind of you. It really is.
No, Storms, folks.
Storm's having a total elbow replacement, and Noel has designed custom-made implants for him.
Good morning, how are you?
Good morning.
So I'm going to be very frank with you about this surgery.
Okay.
Because you're going to need to understand that this is not a small surgery and that it could fail. Now, our objective with the implant is that the bone grows onto the metal component. So that goes there, that goes there, and then these two bits get linked together. Now, under normal circumstances, I use a unit which is off the shelf, but this won't work for this dog because the joint is so badly destroyed by the disease. The bone is dramatically deformed, so it's tilted, and there's bits broken off up here. So the risks of failure are higher because you're putting in a massive bulk of metal and you're replacing the entire joint.
OK. But at least we've given him time.
Well, without that, he hasn't got a future.
No, he hasn't got a chance.
Well, he does have a future, but he has quite a lot of pain, yeah.
You wouldn't think so, the way he carries on. Because he's always been in pain, Noel, and he doesn't know any different.
Yeah.
You are a good boy.
Come on, sweetheart, you coming with me? There we go. See you later, girls.
Storm will stay at the practice for his operation.
I just hope to God it doesn't fail, Brenda.
So do I, Jen. So do I.
It's 6:15 and it's nearing the end of the day.
1 o'clock. In 2 hours.
But in reception, an emergency case has just arrived.
We really can't decide very much until we've seen what the scan does, can we? I suppose if it's too damaged, there's no point going any further, is there?
Sharada and Philip have brought in their Bengal cat Milo, who was found by a passerby after being hit by a car.
The key thing is whether he can have a decent sort of life as a cat.
Yeah. We're lucky we got here today, I think.
I know. It's just lucky someone found him.
Milo. Hi, I'm Noel.
Their vet referred them straight to Fitzpatrick's.
He's gorgeous. How old is he?
About 10 months.
10 months, wow. So what happened?
He was found by somebody about a mile and a half from our house in their front garden. So
Okay.
I assume, we assume he's been hit by a car.
And what was he doing when he was found?
He was just lying in their drive.
Couldn't move his back legs.
X-ray pictures from their vet show Milo has broken his back.
All right, big fella. All right, support. Yeah, you can feel the foot. Okay, so he can feel it. There's pee coming out in my hand, so I'm worried about his urinary function. Big fella. Okay, mate. Yeah, he's probably in quite a lot of pain. Okay, big guy, I'm gonna put you back in. All right, big fella. Good boy. So do you want to just give him a little stroke there and we'll take him through? All right, big man. Good boy. Don't worry, you'll see him again. I just want to make sure that he's under control on the analgesia, right? Let's just see what's going on here. Oh dear, this is not good. He's got a comminuted fracture of L7. And this one here is shattered in pieces. It's literally exploded. That should be up here. There's, broadly speaking, 2 groups of nerves here. One goes to the legs, and one goes to the urinary bladder. The fact that he can feel his back legs means that the L7 nerve roots are likely still intact, but probably significantly stretched. As importantly, the nerves that go through here into the urinary bladder may well be ripped apart. And the fact that there's pee coming out in my hand just then would suggest, even if I brought that down there and repaired it, that he may never be able to voluntarily urinate again. Clearly, if a pussycat can't urinate and can't poo, then quality of life is significantly questionable.
There's been no point.
Yeah.
Oh, little Milo.
He's beautiful, isn't
What happened to you, darling?
But there is still one glimmer of hope for Milo.
This fracture is very difficult to repair, but it's possible to repair. You know, it's not without risk, but the main risk is, will those nerves recover? If they're not visibly intact, then I would be most likely advising euthanasia on the table.
The fact he's a young cat, does that make it any more possible that they'll recover?
The young cats are more resilient. Yeah, it gives them a better odds. And that's the hard reality.
I think we should do it.
Yes, so do I. I think so.
With the proviso that, as you say, if you get to the point where you think it's irrecoverable, then let's try it. Yep.
Spend some time with him while we get set up.
It's very well explained.
Yeah. I think we should hope.
Definitely.
Okay, I'm going to give you some minutes on your own. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Brave cat.
He's got to get better.
Milo is going straight into surgery.
Feels slightly better, actually, because he's made the decision easy, in a sense. He made it very clear.
Yes. Obviously, it means a lot to me, that cat, which is stupid, but just been a great companion.
Milo, the Bengal cat, is having a CT scan and being prepped for emergency surgery after being hit by a car. He's broken his spine and is in a critical condition.
This is a really bad situation. The whole spine has been shunted upwards and the sacrum has been shunted downwards, so the nerves have to go over there, down a waterfall and in there.
The affected nerves control Milo's ability to walk and use his bladder.
So the question is, are those nerves going to survive or not? And I don't know. You can't even tell from an MRI because they're too small to see. So we're going to have to go in there and figure it out. So either we'll try and fix it or we'll have to put him to sleep there and then. All right, here we go.
First, Noel needs to expose the fractured vertebra that's been forced upwards in the accident.
This is the fractured vertebra sticking up, and this is the waterfall of nerves coming down here. They're all bruised and hemorrhagic. The ones that run down towards the bladder are the important ones.
To release the nerves, Noel needs to realign the spine.
I'm going to have to hook underneath the sacrum and pull it up a bit at the same time as pushing the other one down. Wow, that doesn't want to move. It's locked. Okay, so we got a big problem. Literally on the edge of a knife, because the top of the sacrum is acting like the edge of a knife and could garrot those nerves at any time. That's a freaking nightmare. So I'm gonna have to make some more room. I'm gonna have to cut the roof off the sacrum. Shite. Okay. I'm just using these grabbers to pull up the roof by hand because I don't want to drill any more because I may well damage those nerves. And when I release the roof, the nerves should pop back up again. We've just released them. That white nerve right there, that's going to the bladder. That's called S1. That's still intact. So we need to keep going at the moment.
With the important nerves damaged but not severed, Noel carries on trying to realign the vertebrae.
It's a big bone segment coming right up like a big slab into the base of the canal. It's bleeding like crazy. It does not want to go back down. We're losing a lot of blood here.
Yeah, he's getting a bit forward.
I'm gonna have to try and stabilize and go in from underneath. I gotta get a screw in this. Okay, guys, you're gonna have to tilt. Get down, get underneath, put your fist up under the pelvis. I want you to feel the pubis and push it up straight. Not curved, not curved, not curved. Stay straight. Get it tilted for me.
By pushing from below and above, Noel's hoping to force the fragments of bone back into place to release the nerves.
Damn.
While holding the spine in position, Noel secures the vertebrae together with a temporary pin. But more fragments emerge.
Shit. I'm not going to be able to get that pushed down. I'm going to have to take off the roof up here as well. Give me a large kelpies. Oh, man. This is horrendous. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, baby. That's it. Did you see that go?
Yeah.
It just popped down there. That was tough.
With the vertebrae finally aligned, he anchors them with 13 pins. He covers the nerves with a special collagen membrane.
It'll act as a tent over the nerves to protect them.
And then pours cement over them.
We've shaped it into a large rectangular bolus to enshroud all of those pins, holding them together. Those 3 vertebrae are now stable. There is a chance that Milo will make it now if we can get these nerves to recover. You still in there, mister? Oh, you good boy. Good boy. Okay, let's go to CT.
Scans will confirm if Milo's spine is aligned and stable.
Fluminec. These were the pieces that were riding up into the base of the spinal canal. That fragment there was coming straight up into the spinal canal. That was actually right up here, squishing against the roof when we pushed it down. That's a massive job. But the pins all look in the right position.
Hello?
Sarada, it's Noel here.
Oh, hello.
Well, as you might gather, we proceeded with surgery.
Oh, great.
So basically, did I think the nerves were completely severed or was there any chance? And the answer to that is I felt there was a chance.
Yeah.
How much of a chance, I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
But now it's in the lap of nature as to what's going to happen with the nerves.
Fitzpatrick Referrals, Orthopaedics and Neurology. Hattie speaking, how can I help?
Fitzpatrick Referrals has become renowned for pushing the boundaries of modern veterinary medicine.
Maggie.
Noel has devised more than 30 cutting-edge procedures and pioneered the use of stem cells in animals.
By its very nature, medical science has to move forward. Otherwise, we continue to do procedures that may not provide the best quality of life for our patients. And sometimes that requires us to think bigger.
Noel's latest case is a 6-month-old Rottweiler puppy called Mauser. He's been referred with unexplained pain in his right ankle. Today, Noel is examining him while he's still under sedation after a series of scans.
He's got a quite swollen hock there, look at that. Does his heart rate go up when I do this? 88 to 101, that's a lot. So just flexing his ankle is very painful, even under anesthetic. So there's 2 big worrying things here. The first is that this is very painful. The second is that this is massive muscle wastage. That shouldn't be happening. All right.
To come up with the diagnosis, Noel analyzes the scans.
Oh, man, look at that. That's a massive hole in his ankle right there. Big crack right through that bone. That bone should just be an arc that goes straight up like that. That's a condition called OCD, osteochondritis dissecans. It's very common in young, rapidly growing large breeds. What actually happens here, the cartilage flakes off, leaving raw bone underneath. And it's an extremely painful condition.
Poor little guy, or little big guy.
Little big guy.
Yeah.
Noel's called in Mauser's family,
Hello.
Monica and Bennett,
Nice to see you.
to go through all the treatments on offer.
Okay, so let's look logically at what our options are. Option 1, do what we've always done with these cases and go in and take out that fragment. Well, we know that if you take out that fragment, the dog will get better for a few months. And then the next phase happens, which is where the raw bone rubs away on the other side. So apart from just taking it out or leaving it as it is, you go on and you fuse the ankle solid if the arthritis gets so bad and painful that the dog can't cope. Now, it gets rid of pain, but clearly it doesn't keep a moving ankle.
Monica and Bennett are keen to try everything they can to avoid fusing Mauser's ankle solid, and Noel and his team have invented a radical new procedure that could help. It involves repairing the hole in the ankle with a specially designed metal ridge. But to do this, Noel needs to access the joint. As Mauser's still a puppy, he can't cut the side of the tibia as he normally would without disrupting his growth plate. His proposal is to cut the ligament instead to open the joint. And once the implant's in place, use mesh seeded in Mauser's own stem cells to encourage the ligament to repair itself.
But if you cut a ligament in a 6-month-old dog, will it heal? The answer is nobody knows, because we've not done it. I've put stem cells in cartilage, but I've not yet put it in a ligament. Let's say it fails. Your worst case scenario is you're likely going to end up with anyway, which is a fusion. Because you don't need the ligaments if it's fused.
Best case scenario?
Best case scenario, we heal it. Thank you. Okay, this is Kathy, she'll look after.
We're going to go for stem cell surgery because, all things considered, we think it's the best we can do for the dog. I'm an orthodontist and we work with growth modification. As a result of that, I think stem cells is the future. It's where we're going to go.
I know he's a little special dog and I have to do something to keep his spirits up. Hello. Hello.
Mauser will be admitted for his cutting-edge procedure as soon as preparations can be made. But there's no guarantee of success.
All right, guys, lovely to meet you.
We actually have got no illusion about what we are going in for, and it could not work, but we can just try.
Look at that waggy tail. Can you do sit? Sit? Oh, you can. You do pause. Pause. Oh, you do pause.
Okay, Storm, okay.
Today, Storm, the German Shepherd, is being prepared for surgery on his right elbow.
Is it my dog or did somebody's dog poop? Someone's dog smells. It smells really bad. Oh, crap. Literally. Oh.
Storm is having a total elbow replacement to treat his severely deformed and arthritic joint.
Good morning. Hello. Morning. So we can see here where all the cartilage is rubbed away. That's raw bone right there. This is the biggest total elbow replacement I've ever done.
Storm's implants have been custom made to his exact measurements from his scans.
This is the hinge system there with an axle through it. This bit's going to go on the ulna. This tray here is going to go on the radius and the ulna, and this bit's going to go on the humerus.
First, Noel gets rid of the damaged bone.
Right, that's a horrible, gnarly end of the humerus.
Then he attaches the implant to the humerus in the upper arm and to the ulna and radius in the lower arm.
Okay, I'm going to flip the elbow back up into position now. The alignment looks okay.
He packs bone marrow extracted from the discarded bone around the implants.
I'm just popping the bone graft on here like pebble dashing a wall. The whole purpose being to get this bone to grow onto this metal so it becomes a permanent part of the body forever.
For extra stability, he injects cement to fill the gaps between the implants on the bone.
The point is that with the cement in there, there won't be any sudden load on the metal. All metal will ultimately fail if biological integration doesn't happen.
In just under 3 hours, Storm has a completely new elbow.
All right, Storm. Good boy. Thank you.
Hello?
Oh, hi there. So certainly we're by no means out of the woods yet, but the surgery itself went fine.
Oh, did it? Thank God for that. You are a miracle worker, Noel. You're wonderful.
Well, we're very reluctant to count my chickens at this point, but...
I understand. I'm such a crybaby. I love him with my heart and soul, that dog.
Well, you've done your best for him now. So, fingers crossed.
Give him a nice hug from me.
I will, of course, yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
It's been 4 days since Milo the cat's life-saving operation on his fractured spine. His nerves were so damaged, it's still uncertain whether he'll ever be able to walk or have control of his bladder.
Hey, Milo. How you doing, buddy? Hey, mate. How you doing, bud? Hi, lovely fella. Such a good fella. He's a beautiful boy. He's a beautiful boy. Let's just put him down as if he was standing. Oh, that's good. You got some movement in that leg. Good boy. Look at you, Milo. Look at you moving both of those legs. Hey, hey. Oh, mate. Oh, mate. That's tremendous. So that means that the nerves going to both back legs are still working. Okay, mate, that's fine. We can put you back in. That's a very good start. We're nowhere near out of the woods yet because his urinary bladder isn't working yet, but it's a very good sign that his legs are coming back. I love him. He's a great boy. Keep getting well. I'll see you later, mate. See you later.
Mousy, mouse, come.
It's Mauser the Rottweiler puppy's big day.
Hiya, how can I help?
Mauser?
Perfect. Take a seat when you're ready, okay?
Monica and Bennett are dropping him off for an innovative procedure using a metal ridge, which will replace the hole in his ankle and keep the movement in his foot.
Hello, boo-boo.
We're going to send him in and get him back in pain, so I think that's a bit difficult. But we have to, we have to do it. One other way, we've got to do something. Anything better than a fusion, I'll go for. I'll take it.
Mauser's mum and dad.
A week ago, Noel took bone marrow from Mauser's shoulder and sent it to the lab for stem cells to be extracted.
Hello.
How are you? Hello. Hi, Mauser.
He's hoping the cells will help heal the ligament he needs to cut to access the hole in Mauser's ankle.
Now, the lab rang me, and they said they have never seen cells grow faster than his. And it's probably because he's so young. Our hope is that those cells have massive potential to heal because they've grown like crazy. All right, big guy, off you go.
Mauser is prepared for surgery.
It's uncharted territory. We've never done this before. Ultimately, the condition in Mauser's ankle would give rise to severe arthritis if we don't do anything. And I've seen many dogs end up with a fusion of the ankle. So why would I not do this operation? Because his other option, if this fails, can't be any worse than what we already have.
First, Noel must expose the joint between the ankle and shin bones and locate one of the major ligaments that holds them together.
So this is the medial collateral ligament that we're going to cut through. Now, I would ordinarily be very, very scared to cut this structure because it does not grow back well. In 25 years of doing this, I have never cut this ligament purposely, ever. Oh man, I hate doing this. I can't bear it. I cannot bear it. Here we go.
Noel can now open the joint to access the hole at the top of the main ankle bone, the talus.
We can see the piece that's broken off is right there, and it's left a big hole in the ridge, so there is no ridge there. That ridge should come right up over here, and that's the ridge cracked off. So that used to be here, forming the ridge. So this metal ridge is supposed to go on there and replace where the old ridge used to be. We've measured the coefficient of friction of this surface, and it will glide on the other surface and not cause any problems.
Next, Noel creates the foundations for the implant.
And now we're going to tap it in. So it moves from smooth cartilage up onto smooth metal, and it's an exact arc.
The stem cells extracted from Mauser's bone marrow are here from the lab.
Ah, my baby has arrived. So this is gauze, which is made of Dacron, and it's seeded with the stem cells. The saline will just flush away all of the culture medium and just leave the cells stuck to the mesh.
Noel's next job is to sew the ligament back together.
As soon as body weight will be placed on the ligament, these stitches would just rip apart.
But if the mesh supports the ligament and the stem cells work, this won't happen.
So there's about 5 million stem cells seated in this mesh. And what we hope will happen is that the mesh will provide a structural support network for those cells to recruit the other cells to grow around them, and this mesh then becomes a permanent part of Mauser's body.
He attaches the mesh to the ligament and threads nylon through holes he made in the bone on both sides of the joint to hold it in place.
And now we've got the original ligament wrapped around about 70% of its surface area with very strong mesh and 2 nylon stitches. We would really now be very hopeful that this would not break. And the objective is that the man-made structure will hold it rigid enough while the body heals itself.
To support the repair, Noel's giving Mauser a splint.
Normally, when I reconstruct ligaments of an ankle, I put a frame around the ankle to hold it stable while it heals. I can't do that because he's growing. All right, let's go to X-ray. Look at that. So this metal is effectively replacing that joint surface, and it's exactly congruent, meaning that it fits beautifully. You can see the holes that I drilled there and there. They're in good positions below the growth plate right there. There's the growth plate. Those holes are not going to damage anything. We still have a long way to go because we got to get that ligament to heal.
Noel won't know if the procedures worked for several weeks. It's been 2 weeks since Milo's life-saving surgery to repair his fractured spine. He's made a breakthrough and is now urinating on his own, so today Sharada and Philip can take him home.
We're very excited. We're very, very fond of him. He's a lovely cat.
He's a personality, and he'll be there, whatever his physical state will be, and it'll just be really nice to have him home again.
Now, Milo's mum and dad, we are ready for you. I can't wait for you to see him. Look at him.
Oh, wow.
Who's here?
He's moving.
Who's here, mate?
Incredible.
Hello,
Who's here?
Milo.
Who's here?
Hello.
Hi.
God, it's amazing.
That is fantastic.
He's doing unbelievably well. I mean,
It's extraordinary.
I'm overwhelmed with how he's doing. He's such a lovely boy.
Oh, it's so nice to see him again.
He's an extraordinarily resilient cat, and the fact he's able to urinate is... I've never been more excited to see pee in my life, which is remarkable, considering if you look at those nerves
were so stretched, weren't
so
they?
stretched and hemorrhagic and horrible.
Yes.
I mean, as you know, I didn't know. You're a lucky cat, mate.
Thank you.
My pleasure. All right, buddy, let's get you out of here.
It's fantastic.
It's great.
I'm so happy.
Yes.
It's unbelievable, really, because he was in such a terrible state and so badly injured, and he looks amazing.
Yep. Quite remarkable.
Milo will be on a strict regime of limited exercise and intense rehabilitation until his spinal fracture heals. It's 4 p.m, and so far a quiet afternoon at the surgery. Until an overexcited Storm arrives with Jen and Brenda for an appointment with Noel.
Gently, gently.
He's been convalescing at home on limited exercise since his elbow replacement 7 weeks ago.
No, I'm so sorry about all the noise. Oh, my goodness, stop it. He's a very sociable dog, and he's seen very few dogs because of his restricted walking conditions. No.
Oh dear, that was scary.
seems to be feeling better, but Noel needs to assess the stability of his implant.
How's he been?
He's like a puppy.
Good boy, good boy.
He wants to run, he wants to jump, he wants to chase butterflies. Got a video of him splashing around with his front legs in a paddling pool.
Just like one short walk with him, moving in an exactly straight line. So I'm concerned about the bone growing into the implant.
Yep.
Especially when he's got a deformed front arm. He will manage fine with a sticky outy foot, as long as it doesn't produce too much load on the elbow.
To get an accurate picture of his progress, Storm's having X-rays and CT scans.
You haven't been called in yet. It's very worrying.
Just keep our fingers crossed so wait and see.
Yeah. Now, Storm's folks, please, Storm's folks.
We're on our way.
Hi.
Hiya.
Come on in. There we go. So this is encouraging.
Oh, phew.
So what we can see on here is early evidence of bone downgrowth around the implant there. You see that?
Oh,
That's what we want to see.
Shadow there.
So that shadow is new bone beginning to go down around the collar. That's what we want to see.
Right.
So at the moment, everything is in fact going according to plan.
Okay.
Right. Take a deep breath, you can.
Okay. The girls will bring him out as soon as he's ready, and I'll see you in 6 weeks. God bless.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it's going to be chaos. I think we'd better just stand here.
But in prep, Storm is no longer raring to go.
Storm, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go walkies. Come on in. Hello, mate. Well, we're getting there. He's lifting his head now. Hi, mate. Oh. Oh. What did you do? You keep doing it. Yay! High five. Come on then, let's go see Mummy.
Storm? So he might be a bit sleepy for the rest of the evening, so if just keep an eye on him.
You're falling over. He's going to go, look. Oh, dear, Storm. Honestly, every day he does something that makes me laugh. It's going again, aren't you? Oh, yeah, now that makes sense, yeah. Good boy. Good boy. This was like the big turning point, but it is growing, so that's... I mean, it's miraculous to see on the X-rays. We're just absolutely over the moon.
It's been 8 weeks since Mauser's cutting-edge operation to repair the hole in his ankle. After recuperating at home, today Monica and Bennett will find out if the procedure is working.
All right, big day for Mauser today. So everything hinges on today's CT scan, whether this has worked or not. Fingers crossed, because it's a big deal, this one. Come on, Mauser. Hello. Hey, mate. Hi, buddy.
Success rests on whether the mesh and stem cells have helped heal the ligament Noel had to cut to repair Mauser's ankle.
My job today is to subjectively look at the laxity and compare if there is any looseness on this ankle with the other ankle. I am worried because I've not seen this particular scenario before. All right, you can take him through. Yep. All right, big guy. All right, see you later.
Mauser's staying in overnight. His splint's removed before his scans, so Noel can examine his ankle.
So the ligament hasn't tightened up enough and it's not held tight, so the ankle is coming open. It's failed. It's heartbreaking. All right, let's put a light splint back on him again, please. Hope I'll have a conversation. They're gonna be absolutely gutted. Oh, I hate this. I absolutely hate failure.
Hello.
Hey, it's Noel.
I know.
Right, you can probably tell from the tone of my voice I'm not happy.
Okay.
Basically, the ligament hasn't held up. So either I go in and ultimately we're going to end up with a joint fusion, which would have been what we would have ended up with anyway. Or try and repair it like I would a ruptured ligament after trauma.
What's your best case scenario with joint function afterward?
Well, I've got no precedent for a talar ridge replacement in a trauma situation. I've had dogs return to full function, and I have had some dogs where it just still breaks down and we end up fusing them.
Okay.
So have a chat to Bennett, and I will call you later. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no worries. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Bye.
Monica and Bennett must now decide if they should go ahead with another surgery to try and save the mobility in Mauser's ankle. Mauser the Rottweiler is going back into surgery.
Hi, Mauser.
Monica and Bennett have opted to try and repair his ligament.
This is last chance saloon for keeping a moving ankle for Mauser. We've got to get that ligament reconstructed, or the only fallback position that's reasonable will be fusion.
Now that Mauser's stopped growing, Noel can adapt a procedure used in trauma cases using nylon rope anchored by special custom-made plates on his bones.
The objective of these plates is to anchor into the bone above and below the ankle, and through that eyelet we're going to thread a very special ligament to hold the joint together.
First, Noel isolates the ligament and extracts the mesh in which the stem cells were seeded.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking. You can see here as I pull this ligament off that it's really stuck tight down to the tissues here. So it actually did what it was supposed to do, which is stick tight to the tissues here. It just didn't hold because the stitches just pulled through this soft bone up here. Oh, man. This is the actual nature of trying to progress. Every single success is standing on top of a failure previously.
Next, he attaches the implants to the ankle and shin bones.
So we've got the anchors in situ now. We're going to place the ligament.
With the same nylon fibre used in human ligament repairs, he threads it through the eyelets.
So I've got 3 loops going through the eyelets, and we're just tightening them up. It's all stitched up now. The ankle's moving pretty good at the moment, and it is stable, so it's not rocking in any direction, so that's good.
Noel places a metal frame to keep Mauser's joint stable until the ligament hopefully repairs.
Right, Mauser, please heal. I do not want to have to go back in here again. All right, let's get some rads, thank you. On the X-ray pictures here, we can see our 2 plates. There's 1 plate there, 1 plate here, loop here, special nylon in the middle, and we hope that that will heal in with connective tissue over the next few weeks. Tough one. Just gotta hope for the best.
In Kent,
Storm, steady.
Storm, the German Shepherd, is out for his favourite walk with Jen and husband Andrew.
Good boy.
6 months after his total elbow replacement, he's got a new lease of life.
The whole thing has been absolutely worth it. He's now able to walk further than he's ever been able to walk.
Even when he was a little puppy.
Come on then, Storm. Because he's always been in pain, now he's finding things just all brand new to him.
No.
He's so excited, look at him.
Come on, you.
Noel's given him a chance at a long life now, and for that we'll always be grateful. Have this boy around for that length of time.
Ah, he'll be around for a long time, wouldn't you, eh, boy? You'll be 8 or 9, I think. Yeah, that's what you'll be, yeah.
Also in Kent, on Monica and Bennett's farm,
Come, Mauser. Yes.
Mauser's surgery has worked. He's wearing an ankle strap for now, but he's been making a strong recovery.
It's been a long journey. It was rough at times, but I think we got out the other side, and I think we're all very grateful that we've done it.
I mean, if you look at him now, he's healthy, his leg's not fused. So, yeah, I think we did the right thing. Liza, come here, come on.
We got a fantastic result, and I think we've got our dog back.
Good boy, come on.
In Surrey, Milo, the Bengal cat, has been recuperating at home after his surgery. To fast-track his recovery, he's been having weekly hydrotherapy to build up the strength in his back legs.
I know. It's not what pussycat should be doing, is it?
Now, 3 months on from his near-fatal car accident, Milo has been signed off by Noel and has made a full recovery.
We're astonished at how quickly he's recovered.
Yes.
Because when he was first injured, well, we weren't actually sure whether he was going to stay alive.
He's lively, he's amusing, he's adventurous, and I would say all those aspects have sort of come back fully, and we now worry about him being too adventurous.